Welcome to Pathway to Purpose. Today, we will learn about a principle to control ourselves to be the better version of us. Imagine you're having a heated conversation with someone who disagrees with you. You both talk over each other, try to win the argument, and in the end, neither of you walks away feeling heard. What if there were a way to approach conversations differently, one that fosters understanding and mutual respect? This is where the principle of charity comes into play. The principle of charity is a philosophical concept that encourages us to interpret others' arguments in their strongest, most reasonable form, before critiquing them. It's not about winning an argument, it's about truly understanding the other person's perspective. The principle of charity was first formalized by philosophers in the 20th century, although its roots can be traced back to earlier thinkers. Donald Davidson, a prominent American philosopher, played a significant role in developing this principle. His goal was to ensure that when we engage with others, especially in intellectual or moral debates, we are being as fair as possible. By applying this principle, we avoid misrepresenting someone's views and give them the benefit of the doubt, assuming they have reason and logic behind their words. But why does this matter in our daily lives? Let's say you're having a discussion with a colleague who has a different viewpoint on a work project. Instead of assuming their ideas are flawed or dismissing them outright, the principle of charity asks you to pause. Ask yourself, what's the best possible version of their argument? What can I learn from their perspective? This practice doesn't just make you a better listener, it fosters constructive dialogue, builds trust, and leads to solutions that both parties can support. In fact, research shows that teams and groups who apply this principle in their discussions often reach better outcomes because they truly consider all sides. Now that we know what the principle of charity is, how can we apply it in our daily lives? It's simpler than you might think. Here are a few steps. Number 1, listen actively. Instead of planning your next rebuttal, focus on what the other person is saying. This shows respect and allows you to fully understand their position. Number 2, assume good intentions. Approach the conversation assuming the other person has thought through their ideas, even if you disagree with them. This creates a foundation of trust. Number 3, ask clarifying questions. If something doesn't make sense, ask for clarification. This reduces misunderstandings and shows that you're genuinely interested in understanding their perspective. Number 4, reframe the argument positively. Before you respond, try to restate their argument in a way that makes sense to you. This ensures you're critiquing their strongest argument, not a weaker misrepresentation. Implementing these steps can change not just the way you engage with others, but also how you approach problem solving and critical thinking in general. So, why should we apply the principle of charity in our lives? First, it makes you a better communicator. By practicing empathy and intellectual humility, you become more open to new ideas and solutions. Second, it reduces conflict. When people feel heard and understood, conversations are less likely to escalate into arguments. And finally, it fosters personal growth. By constantly challenging your own views and engaging with others' perspectives, you continue to grow mentally and emotionally. In a world that often encourages division, practicing the principle of charity is a simple yet powerful tool to bridge gaps and create meaningful connections. So next time you find yourself in a debate or difficult conversation, remember the principle of charity. Listen actively, assume good intentions, and always aim to understand before critiquing. By doing this, you'll build stronger relationships, improve your critical thinking, and become a better version of yourself. Thank you for watching. If this video inspired you to apply the principle of charity in your life, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Pathway to Purpose. Let's continue this journey of personal growth and understanding together. I'll see you in the next video.